There's no doubt that's hot, but I wanted to get all this extra special sauce in the middle. I would love to say, here, you throw over there. What? Slap. Boom. It's like, then throw them to there, break that mirror, leave a shot of you like this, just like landing like this, hand on hair. It's the whole room, it's just like insane.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey!
One word, energy.
Hey! I like the little sauce!
I don't think I could love a human being as much as I love McG.
McG is just this dervish of energy.
All right, I gotta see the Bosley coverage. Let's go.
McG is probably the most enthusiastic person I've ever worked with.
Great.
Super enthusiastic.
All right.
McG's amazing. There wasn't a day this guy didn't put it all out there.
To the last day we finished, he was applauding after every scene.
All right!
He never, ever lost that enthusiasm.
Get land up, back, clear.
He had a joy about the film, and a joy about making the movie.
It's such a good-looking shot.
He'd be like, yeah, this is the best scene ever. This is the best shot ever done.
Yeah, Diaz!
He loves what he's doing, and that kind of enthusiasm will seep down to everybody.
How about it, everybody?
Which is so catching, like a sort of glorious disease. You get G'd up.
Right on!
He kept the crew going, the actors going, and that's like the best thing.
You guys, it's so good.
He drove us to be tougher and smarter, and his belief in us made us work harder and be better at our jobs.
Exactly that.
And I loved his direction, whether it was like, I want pure Discovery Channel, all of a sudden I'd be like, I get it.
Skewer her, just bend her javelin style.
If you put a nickel in McG, he will do the entire movie, shot by shot, from start to finish. You can ask him a question about any scene 45 minutes in the movie and just say, what about this? And he goes, we open on, and he starts from the beginning and goes all the way through the whole damn thing. It's like he's plea bargaining for his life.
And then you run out and you kiss Pete and you split.
The really cool thing about McG is that he knows what his destination is, but he is totally open as to how you get there. This is the most collaborative film I've ever worked on.
And we go in on the Thin Man, no problem.
I could come and talk about the littlest idea, and that he would have all the patience and energy and time in the world for it.
If McG's in an elevator and it stops at a floor before it gets to the lobby, he will tell that person entering the elevator shot by shot the entire movie.
It was really about everybody coming together and making a movie together, which was a hell of a lot of fun.
Did you ever see Manchurian Candidate? Yeah, I think there may be some sort of thing that any kind of trigger just sets him off. He does the whole movie over and over again like that.
I think he's got a wonderful eye. If I'm not actually in the scene, I try to kind of lurk behind the monitor, see what he's doing, because I'm fascinated. I love watching him work.
He is an amazing visual stylist. I mean, he really comes from that school of telling the story visually, and his frames are just so cool.
His vision of the movie was so great and so much fun, I was immediately won over. He had a very, very sure sense of visually what he wanted to do and the tone for the film.
Cut it! All right, we gotta get a little more stillness out of the background, we'll be good.
I just found myself sort of naturally more drawn to the stuff that's more celebratory and just explosive and colorful and exciting and funny. It's fantasy. It's theater and film is fantasy and just sort of a bit of escape. Charlie's Angels is never going to be Othello, and as it shouldn't be. It's a fun, just ode to joy kind of Papa Wheelie kind of movie. I mean, you got Drew, you got Cameron, you got Lucy, you got Bill Murray, you got action, you got color, you got California, you got bikinis and speedboats. I like split screens. I think about the Bond films. I think about Austin Powers. I think about The Matrix. I think about the great MGM musicals. Where you see these films that were shot in Technicolor, and they just look so rich, and they've got so much color, and it's so velvety, and it's so luxurious, and has so much depth, and I just would say to myself, why can't they make films that look as beautiful as that anymore?
What McG told me was, this isn't reality, this is Angel World. And they have this bubble around them that is a very colorful world.
There's a scene where Natalie is dreaming. Just the color palette of that, I just wanted to be very syrupy, heavy, velvety colors all around the edges of the frame, so your eye would go right to the center of the frame, right to her. The racetrack, for example, the Angels, of course, surprise, surprise, have this, American flag, red, white, and blue race car, and their suits are boldest blue, and so there's a scene where the girls are rocking out in like a rock and roll band. We use a gigantic American flag, so we have, the red, the white, the blue just pumping, and the girls have sparkly guitars and clear plastic John Bonham drum sets. We wanted to take every element of filmmaking and just turn it to 11.
That's a cinematographer's dream, to know that one has tremendous freedom to experiment with texturing one scene as a blue scene and then just hopping over and doing a scene in the red.
We just went for as much sort of just impact and just punch as possible.
What's McGee's real name? It's like Donald Rosen or something like that.
Overall, when you say his name, you can't not smile. And his positivity kind of took us through the whole movie. I think it was an honor to work with him.
He's Joe McGinty. No, McGinty's his middle name.
I have a love and a loyalty towards this man because I continued without doubt to trust his instincts.
Maybe he's hiding from something like the Lone Ranger. I don't know what the story is.
Yeah!